Wisdom is being able to absorb all the information that is afforded you and to assimilate into useful knowledge. Wisdom is not age, but what you learn from experience, both mistakes and accomplishments.
Wisdom is an accumulation of knowledge. I believe it's usually attributed to people who are older, simply because of having more life experiences than those who are younger. And it's something that I believe we have an obligation to pass on to the youth of today.
Well, wisdom is the accumulation of lifetime of knowledge and experiences. I think it's having a perspective on things. It might be knowing when to react, when not to react. I guess I think wisdom is knowing what's important, being able to sift through a lot of clutter that might be meaningless, and knowing how to get down to the heart of the matter, whether it's a problem that needs to be solved. How do you get down to the core issue and be able to address that. I think that sometimes for people who are younger, sometimes it's hard to do that.
Wisdom comes from knowledge gained over life experiences and actually applying that knowledge to make the best decision in your life.
Wisdom is being wise to all of these things, all these places that we go through, these steps in our life that we go through. It's the quality and the state of being wise and knowing what is the correct thing to do.
Wisdom is what you acquire every day of your life when you learn a lesson, whether it's good or bad.
To me, wisdom, and I've experienced a lot of stupid things in my life, and as I get older, you get wiser. And I think it was Aristotle who said that the true king is someone who is 55 or older because he's experienced life and recognizes the good and bad of life. And through experience, as wisdom is the outcome of experience, to hopefully rationalize your better judgment.
Wisdom is all the good things you've learned and you're able to pass them on through the years.
You don't have the experience. We certainly tend to learn from experiences that we have in our lives, and I think sometimes we could take those experiences and accumulate them into philosophy, maybe.
I can remember at one point sitting around the table with two granddaughters and my daughter, and we were discussing several things, and something was said about the wisdom of older people. And I said, well, you know, I don't feel like I'm one of these wise old women. And they said, well, you're not old, but you are wise. And I said, but how am I wise? I said, I've often wondered what makes up wisdom. I think from that discussion we decided that sharing experiences, that I learned from the experience of my parents and my grandparents and my aunts and uncles and everybody around me. And thus our children and grandchildren are learning from the experiences that we all have.
Wisdom is something you acquire with age and time. It's not only from a book or a degree, it's mostly from life itself, what you can get out of life and give to life, and that's what wisdom is.
Good.
So actually, we're all sharing wisdom. But because of age, we have more experiences from a different period of time that help people understand what's happening today.
Wisdom, you accumulate a lot of wisdom after you pass the time when you need it. Yeah. My wisdom seems to be on the short supply at the moment.
And sometimes we don't, our judgment is not like it should be. But the only way to learn is by trial and error.
So wisdom is something hopefully gained by living a good life.
A synonym of wise is sense, understanding, enlightenment. So we have to think. You say you have to think before you can speak, and you need to be wise to do all these things.
It's something that I'm continuing to work on. I think wisdom is a journey that everybody is working towards, and I'm still working on mine.